from the olden days of a barman who just gives you the favorite drink of yours, to a bartender who knows to give you something more than just your favorite drink. So that is your cocktails, or to put you into the right mood to have your drink and give you the company that you would enjoy your drink. So this is where I think the bartending has taken a step forward, and I think you do have now bar chefs. It's not just a barman now. It's a bartender, a bar chef, and much more. So I look forward for this workshop where it gives you an immense exposure and knowledge to gain information regarding not just about drinks, but everything to do with the bar. So I wish all of you have a good learning, and then look forward for excellent workshop. And thank you very much for being here, Mr. Lama. We look forward for your participation. Thank you very much, and all the best.
Thank you, ma'am, for the ever-inspiring words. As wine ages gracefully with time, the same can be said about him. An educator, able administrator, and an F&B enthusiast, our admin officer, Mr. Swarup Chatterjee, will give us a sneak peek about the life of Mr. Yangdup Lama as he's seen him from close quarters. Mr. Swarup Chatterjee.
For almost 3 years, 2 to 3 years, while he was a student and I was his lecturer. And it is not only mentorship, it was also a lot of learning, because both of us were young at that time, and we stayed in the same hostel. Just the room beside me was Lama's room, and 3 musketeers had stayed together. There were 3 of them, all from Darjeeling, and they stayed together in the room beside me, and it was a pleasure. Till date, I cherish those memories which we had long time back. To introduce Mr. Lama, he had been always a very sincere, modest, and down-to-earth gentleman. A very passionate bartender, beverage trainer, and consultant. It all happened after he passed out his hotel management from IAM and came out to the market to find out something as a career. So he joined the Hindustan International in Calcutta, which was for a very small tenure, and then he thought maybe Calcutta is not the right place, so he should go to Delhi along with a group of his batchmate. He went to Delhi and joined Hyatt Regency. By God's grace, he was given the option to work in the bar, as because there was no place left for him to work in any other F&B service department. And after he joined the bartending in the bar of Hyatt Regency, he found a lot of interest, and he had never looked back. I think almost for 4 years, or 6 years, he worked for Hyatt Regency. 4 years, 4.5 years with Hyatt Regency, and then there were a lot of awards coming towards him, like the Best Bartender Award by FHRAI. Mr. Lama had been the consultant beverage trainer for top hotel chains in India, like the Taj Luxury Hotels, ITC, Oberoi, Park, etc. He's the master trainer for bartender programs for Johnny Walker Bartenders Club, Bacardi Bar League, Diageo Bartender Academy, etc. Mr. Lama had been an eminent mixologist and entrepreneur who heads Cocktails and Dreams and Thirsty 3 Hospitality. Mr. Lama had been a consultant and trainer for the beverage industry, including United Spirits, Pernod Ricard, Bacardi, Diageo, Remy Cointreau, and Angostura. Presently involved with United Spirits India and the PepsiCo India, Mr. Lama is appointed attaché for India by Tales of Cocktails, New Orleans. He represents India and would publish the trends in cocktail making in India in this journal. We would like to know firsthand from Mr. Lama more about himself and what exactly he is doing. So all the best to all the participants here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chatterjee. And there's much more to the success story. Bar Masters International School of Bartending was started by Mr. Krishna Chaitanya, fondly called KC, in 2007, which happens to be the first bartending school in the then Andhra Pradesh. It has shaped up as a state-of-the-art bartending school in Hyderabad. Mr. KC is a trainer, entrepreneur, mixologist, and beverage consultant based out of Hyderabad. Incident happens to be alumnus of our college and has grown leaps and bounds in his career since then. I now request Mr. Krishna Chaitanya to introduce Mr. Master Mixologist of the Day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am, for giving us this opportunity and hosting Mr. Lama today. I'll just cut short. Mr. Lama we treat him as God of bartending industry. At the end of the session, you will know why we call him as God of bartending industry. He was the first person to start bartending industry in India. Even I learned from him, whatever I do it from him. Today I learned from him 11 years back. Sir taught me how to handle Sir taught me 11 years back how to handle big beverage caterings. Now you see us handling from 100 packs to 20,000 packs. I actually learned it from sir. We used to host with sir. We have learned when I was in college itself. I handled 5,000 packs, 2,000 packs for Bacardi Blast. There where I learned things from him every day. Even today I'll be learning things from sir. Whenever I see him doing any workshop, I go mad. I come back to my basics again. I get refreshed again. You'll also feel it today. And you'll also know him why everybody call him as God of bartending industry after end of the session. The way he speaks, everything is you will see all that. It's a different kind of experience. It's not a small bartending workshop. You will learn a lot of things. He'll share his life experience. He's sharing that with us. Thank you, sir. Please start the session for us.
Thank you, Casey. We look forward to some shaking and stirring coming up next. Now for the man for whom we have all been waiting for. Let's hear him and then get into action right away. With a round of applause, I now request Mr. Lama to address the audience.
think I'll address from here for the moment. Good morning, everyone. First of all, thank you for having me here. You know, as a professional bartender, having worked behind bars most of the time, it is indeed an opportunity for somebody like me who loves mixing drinks for guests, especially in the evening, to be up early and address a forum here based on my experiences behind the bar, making drinks, and of course meeting people. So it is a great privilege and an honor to be here, and of course I think one of my key roles today would be to make sure that I inspire a lot of young budding bartenders or students to actually take up bartending as a career and you know, give bartending a completely different form in the years to come. So you know, I take this opportunity and I will do my best with whatever little that I know as far as bartending and cocktail making is concerned. I will not go too technical with the process. I will try to make it as simple as possible, but at the same time, there are a lot of things that have changed over the years as far as you know, bartending and cocktail making or the bar scene or the bar culture. So I would like to share all of those things in a few you know, hours as I move forward with the workshop. All right. So all that I would appreciate is, you know, I'm not really a hardcore trainer. I'm more of a bartender. So you know, while I make my drinks and while I you know, work behind the bar, I love chatting up with my guests, and I expect the same with you guys. So at any given time, if you feel that you need to ask something, you need to stop me and you know, ask something about whether it's cocktails or beverages or bartending, I would be more than happy if there's interaction, because when there is interaction, what happens is I tend to, you know, usually we tend to have a two-way traffic. And the interesting thing is when you interact, what happens is it's not just teaching, it's also learning. And what I appreciate mostly in workshops and opportunities like these are that I would not just like to come here and give whatever I know. I would actually love to come here and take away quite a few things from people or young people like you, because you know, different people think differently, and everybody has a creative mind. So please feel free to you know, ask and stop whenever you feel that you need to do that, and I'll be more than happy to, of course, take you forward with the session. Thank you, and I'll just go up and start the session.
Thank you, sir. My, this has tempted me to enroll into the class right away. So the lucky ones have already enrolled here. We close the agenda now and the workshop begins. I request the service team to take place. Thank you.
Come with the thing.